Welcome to Fellowship of Games. I'm Dawn.
And I'm John.
And today we're going to do a quick how to play and a playthrough of Naishi. This is a game produced by Renegade Game Studio and Merle Editions. It was developed by Mathieu Bierry and Alex Fortuneau and with artwork by Marine Luscoot. So we're going to play this. It came out this year and we had a request to play this on our YouTube channel. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get started with the setup. So to set it up, and I'm just going to refer to this, you have these 34 development cards. So if it has a square in it, it's a character card. If it has a hex shape in it, it is a province card. There are 34 of these. They all get shuffled. And then we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of 6. And you flip over the top card of each stack. And this makes your river. And you bump that up against the
court.
This is our Imperial Court. Yep. You also pick a first player. So I ended up being first player. And so I get the white flower card. This marks me as the first player. And I get white flower tokens. And then he gets the Tomoe tokens. So he'll be the next player. It's a 2-player game. I forgot to say that. Let me just... 2 players, about 20 minutes, 14 and up. All right, so our goal is, again, we have the river, and then we've set that up, and then I deal 2 of these cards to him and 2 to me. So we each get 2 of the cards, and everything that's left gets put to the side. So with that said, the cards are meaningful and they give you full descriptions. It kind of reminded me of Haunted Mansion, where it was like this combination with this scores more.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they have pictures on them, like this guy.
The cards have reminders on how to score with
It
them.
tells you he gets, if he's in the outside position, he's worth 2. If he's in these 2 positions, he's worth 4. In the middle, he's worth 3. So. And this one lets you know if you just have 1 of these, it's worth -5. You have to have 3, and then they're worth 30, so they're worth a lot. So, yeah, and they give you these really nice player tokens. So this helps you see how you're going to score. So to me, my strategy, not having played it before, would be to look at the 2 I get. So we each get 2, and then I shouldn't have had that guy. Somehow I ended up, I think, anyway, pretend like you didn't see that. We each get 3 mountain cards, and we get 2 development cards. A territory, well, I just happened to get a territory and a person. But anyway, I'm going to look at these in secret. Oh, and I didn't finish this. Wait, first, we each get 2 in secret. I get 2, he gets 2. We have this stack. We discard the rest, and then we put 5 of these mountain cards. So this is, yeah, I'll tell him that. Yeah, no, thank you for reminding me. I was getting there. Okay. We each get 5 mountain cards, and that is our line. So this is my line, and this is John's line. And then up above them at the end of the game, we're going to lay out our hand. So I'm just kind of painting the picture. So my hand is going to be these hand and the visible line. So hand is what's in my hand, the 5 in my hand, and there's my... John won't see that till the end. And then there's the line, and then these we're going to draw from until 2 get empty or someone declares the end of the game, then it's over. So then John will have, this will be his line visible to me, and then he'll put his hand out, and these will all go away for scoring. So with that said, so we've put out our 5, we put out our 5 mountains, we've done the emissaries. Well, now he and I both have to look at our non-mountain cards, our 2 development cards. And I've read through the scoring, and this guy's worth a lot if you have 3. There's 1 out, so that might be a good one to keep. He's worth 30 if I get 3. But Naishi, sorry, is worth, she's worth 12 if she's in the top position, above, in the hand position in the middle, and she's worth 8 here. So she's worth a lot too. So I could look at this, and we're playing to learn. So I could say, I think I'm going to get this, and I'm going to try to grab that, and that way maybe I'll get another one and be worth 30. But if it's a gamble, because if I only get 2, it's only worth 0. But let's just say I'm going to give him Naishi. He doesn't know what I'm giving him. This is just for learning purposes.
I'll give her that card.
He gives me one, So now I have...
I think you gave me the wrong one. Oh, no, never mind. Okay.
I have this guy and this mountain. And this guy, it tells you what they all are. So they all have kind of a different flair and do different things. So these are my 5. So now he and I both shuffle. So we're going to shuffle these. And once we shuffle these and we reveal our hand to ourselves, not to each other, that's our hand for the game. Now we're going to kind of show you because we're learning the game. So now this is position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And wouldn't you know it?
Ooh.
Wouldn't you know it? Look at that. They're the same exact position. So that's not good for me. So here's my hand.
My Naishi is in the center position.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So see, he could either keep her there the whole game in the center and she'll be worth 12 when he plays her in his, this is the river right now, but it'll later be his hand. He could keep her there, or he could put her down here, she'll be worth 8. But if he keeps her in that same position in his hand, she's going to be worth 12 for scoring. All right, so with that said, that's really all of the setup. You're set up at that point. So now let's talk real quickly about your turns. So you can take one of 4 turns, so you can develop your territory. And so to develop your territory, and you'll see it as we play through it, I can pull something out of my river and add it to my territory. So I can take a card from my line or my hand, but it has to be in the same position. So, and again, he can't see mine. So, I mean, he can now, but in the real game, he wouldn't, the non-learning game. So I could, oh, is this, which line is mine? Is this yours?
I'll take the far away.
Okay,
longer.
I'll take the shorter one. Okay. So I could look at this and I could say, I want this card. So I could discard this to take this card. And then let's see, can I put it out immediately? Take the corresponding card from the river in the same position and place the new card in the empty space in my hand or line. So it would be wherever I took it out of. I think these are supposed to be down. Let me put these back down. We shouldn't be seeing those. So anyway, if I discard from my line, then I put it in my line. If I had discarded from my hand, which I don't want to because I know I'm going to try to get 3 of those suckers. I'm giving away my strategy. But that's how you develop your territory. That's one type of turn. Another
and also the thing to remember is the left card in your hand is adjacent to the left card. So like when she puts hers out, it'll be her left. Hers will go out this way. Mine will technically go out that way. Right? I'll do it this way to match.
Yeah, make it match. It'll be too confusing. Yeah, you have to keep. So yeah, your left. Here's his hand. If he were to have to put it down right now, it would go out 1, 2.
The game is
center,
designed
4,
so
5.
you're across from each other.
2 columns of 5. Yeah, and we just happen to be playing on the same side of the table, so it makes it a little just confusing. Another action you can take, and you only do 1 per turn, is I could say I'm going to take my emissary token and I'm going to put it here, and this action lets me discard 1 card from the top of any 2 draw piles and immediately reveal the next card. So I could get rid of these 2 and flip them. And then but then I have to leave that there. The other one I could do is this action, the 2 switch positions. So I could switch 2 cards in the river to 2 different positions, 2 cards from my line to 2 different positions, or 2 cards in my hand, or 1 from my hand with 1 card in the same position from my line. So I could switch this with the 4th one in my hand. So those are what you can do with the card swap.
And just as note, you do this. You can do this extra action before or after you're developing. So that could make a big difference.
That's true. That's a good point, John. It's an additional action.
So like if you wanted to get the Naishi from the center, you would want to do this before. So you move her, then you could do your development.
That's true. No, that's a good one. Then the other unique, these are additional actions. So he's right, before or after. And then
The
Imperial decree. So do you think that one is also additional actions before or after? Discard the top card or impose an Imperial decree?
I'd say before or after you pick.
And then Imperial decree, I exchange a card from my hand with a card in my opponent's hand in the same position. That could really mess somebody up. Or exchange a card from your line with a card in your opponent's line. So I could randomly just take one to mess him up, or get one from
basically,
his
like
line.
if you had my Naishi here, you could swap her to your side.
That's nice.
Kind of way to steal, but at the end of the round, the emissaries come back to you. That one does not. So you lose one emissary if you decide to do that.
Wow.
Permanently.
And then one thing, it says these are the additional actions, and then
You
develop your territory. These are the additional. So the Imperial Decree, they're in blue. So that's an action. Developing your territory is an action. Imperial Decree is an action. Or I could say I'm going to recall my emissaries, but once you place this one, it's locked in the rest of the game and nobody else can use it. So this one you can't recall. But if I had them say here, I could use an action to recall both of them. Or I could declare the end of the game. So there's 4 actions, and this swapping thing is an additional action. And then when you declare the end of the game, or you empty 2 of these draw piles, you're ready to score. Whoever's currently playing, if it's the first player, you just stop, and if it's him, he gets to finish his turn.
To declare the end of the game, at least one of the river piles has to be empty.
Okay.
So that's a requirement. All right.
All right.
Because
So
that'd be kind of bad. You're like, I get a card out and I end the game.
yeah, that would be bad.
Okay.
So that's the setup. We're going to give it a playthrough and see how it goes.